Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Starting lesson 15. This is further extension of habit 3. Put first thing first. So the key concept of this chapter is urgent versus important. So here we have divided our activities in 4 quadrants: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. The quadrant 1 is urgent, quadrant 2 is important, quadrant 3 is not important, and quadrant 4 is time wasted. So what is the difference between urgent and important? So urgent things are which you are required to do immediately. For example, your mom is calling you. For example, your dad is calling you. For example, you have exam for tomorrow. You are getting late for school. These are the urgent things. And the important things are, for example, you have to plan for the exams. You have to do the planning for your things. You have to do exercise. You have to work on the relations. The not important things are like time, for example, unimportant text, peer pressure, some things you are doing, what other people want you to do. So these things are urgent but not important. And then not urgent, not important. So these are, for example, these are typically time wasters. For example, games, TV, social media for hours. These are not urgent, not important. So basically, the things start moving from one quadrant to other quadrant also. For example, there are certain things which are not urgent but important. For example, you are going to have exam after 6 months. As of now, this is not urgent but important. If you will not plan for this event, if you will not plan for this exam, this will move from quadrant 2 to quadrant 1. It will become urgent and important. For example, now you have not studied for the 6 months. Now the exam is tomorrow. So this is urgent also and this is important also. So the things keep on moving from quadrant 1, quadrant 2 to quadrant 1, quadrant 1 to quadrant 3. Now in quadrant 3, if for example you have now exam after 1 hour, it is urgent for you, but preparing for it is not important because you cannot do in this less time. And in quadrant 4, for example, if the exam has passed and now you are discussing about the things that what I could have done and what you have the capabilities to do this thing, or you are discussing this in detail with your parents or somebody that what were your capabilities. So this is now in quadrant 4 and this is only the time wasted. On page 39, there are some activities. Just write there in which quadrant do you spend most of your time after school. For example, do you concentrating on the things which are not urgent but important? For example, you are planning, you are looking ahead, or you are working in quadrant 1 where the things where you have urgent things but not important things, or you are in quadrant 3 or in quadrant 4. Keep in mind that these quadrants which Leader in Me program is showing is altogether different from the mathematics quadrant. Mathematics quadrant are quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we have quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is a difference which Leader in Me program quadrants are a bit different from the maths quadrant. Then just write that in which quadrant do you spend most of the time on Sunday night, in which quadrant do you spend most of the time on Monday, and which friends pressure you to neglect responsibilities, what you can do. Draw a symbol that reminds you of a quadrant 2. So the ideal situation is that if we start spending a lot of time in quadrant 2, we are making ourselves successful.